Kyle, we have got our first official casting news for Spider-Man 4. This is coming to us from Deadline, very reliable source, which it's a big trade. So if they're saying it, they've definitely heard it. Sadie Sink has been cast in Spider-Man 4. Now, we don't know who has. I think we can have a little bit of a discussion about who we think she might be playing. But obviously, there's not wrong with adding talent. Look, she's from Stranger Things. She's great in Stranger Things. She was in The Whale, the biopic about me. So, Kyle, Sadie Sink's coming to the MCU in Spider-Man 4. Who do you think she's playing? And are you a fan of... can't really say are you a fan of the casting. Are you glad she's joining the cast? And she's not as young as you think, by the way, as well. Because when I first heard this, I was like, she's a bit too young. Tom was 18 when he was Spider-Man, and I thought she was probably around that. No, she's 23. She's going to be 23 in a couple of weeks. So that's like... That's only 2 years younger than us. So...
How does it sound like information you got from Google, Callum, in a couple of weeks?
I got it from me dealer.
Yeah, no. In all seriousness, I'm happy Sadie Sink is joining the cast. She's a fun character in Stranger Things. Her character's great. I did watch The Whale actually, and she was great in that. And I think that really sort of like helped push her acting chops a bit.
Was she nominated for that? Was she nominated? I'm gonna have a look. I'm pretty sure she was.
Yeah, you have a look at that. And yeah, she seems like a person that can have fun on set. You've got the cast of Stranger Things. All of those guys seem like they have a great time when filming Stranger Things and things. So yeah, it's interesting to see what character she will play as in the MCU. What's her debut character going to be? Could it be, a new friend for Peter? Could it be a new love interest? We don't know. She could be Black Cat. I know a lot of people have
Felicia
been asking.
Hardy's a popular one, which people are saying.
Yeah, I just don't know about Felicia Hardy though, unless they take it a different way, because typically when you talk about Felicia Hardy, she's both Peter and her are a little bit older and have a bit more experience under their belt as the sort of individual characters as they are.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Black Cat. So I don't know. It's hard to really say. It's very early still. I don't think they're going to go a route of Gwen Stacy. I just don't see it. I feel like they want to explore some new territory here. So, it makes all fingers are pointing to Black Cat. But we don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see who she actually pops up as. Or it could be a mystery. It could be... We won't know until we get very, very close to the film. So...
Now, look. This film is taking place in between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So... we've got to take that into consideration. She was also rumoured to be playing Jean Grey not so long ago. So do you think there's a possibility... we don't want Spider-Man 4 to be a multiverse film, but with where it is on the Marvel timeline, do you think there's a possibility that she is actually playing Jean Grey? I know she don't really have much to do with Spider-Man, Jean Grey, but she's been rumoured to be this person. Where the film's taking place, we know we're going to be getting more and more X-Men coming up to Secret Wars. Do you think that's a possibility?
I think the only thing really for the casting of Jean Grey is just the looks for Sadie Sink. I don't really see... I mean, unless it was a post-credit scene and it had really nothing to do with the Spider-Man story in that film in Spider-Man 4 at all, I don't see it. I just don't see it making any sense, especially with what we, at least hoping the film will turn out to be more of a street-level crime-fighting kind of thing. I just don't see it.
I just don't think it's going to be that.
I venture to say it's looking less likely, but I still don't think Jean Grey well, Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. I don't see it. Like I say, if it's a post-credit scene, 100%, I will
Yeah,
bet money
but
on
she
that.
wouldn't be the first person announced on the cast if it was for a post-credit
Yeah,
scene.
exactly. So I don't think it'll be Jean Grey. I don't. I see it, but I don't see it in a Spider-Man film.
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you. Black Cat, definitely a new love interest for Peter, while MJ is not remembering who he is. So it kind of makes the most sense where he can go off and do his wild side. You know what I mean? He's got an excuse to do it and not feel guilty about it. So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
have a bit more fun. You know, you've got all these responsibilities. Maybe Black Cat is sort of like giving him, you know, a way to be a little loose as Spider-Man, because you know he can't be all seriousness, and he's not going to be, obviously, because he is Spider-Man. He's like the Merc with the mouth. He comes out with all these quips and things like that, and he's still just really a kid. So you know, maybe this is a way for her to say, like, look, you are Spider-Man. You have all these responsibilities, yeah, but you're still you're still just a person. You're still just a guy. So, you know, don't take things to heart, in a sense. You know,
yeah,
maybe she could be like a guide for Peter going into New York and having to, you know, maybe she's the one who sort of like is like not an informant, but more of like she's the one who helps Peter get this information about New York and what's going on with it, because you know they didn't really delve into that. They haven't really delved into that in other Spider-Man films except for Homecoming. You know, where he sort of goes around investigating, trying to, you know, following this guy, following that
yeah,
guy. I feel like they want to, if they're gonna do that, it makes sense for him to have Black Cat there to help him navigate the shadier sides of New York.
yeah. And look, everyone's like, "Oh, she can't be Black Cat. She's got red hair." Who naturally has Felicia Hardy silver hair? Dye it. Dye it. Just dye it.
Damn! Damn!
God, dye it. So yeah. Anyway, like I say, great casting. We don't know who she's playing, but adding talent is always a good thing. Now, we might not like the direction that Spider-Man looks like it's going in right now, but hey, the MCU Spider-Man films is the most solid, consistent trilogy that we've had. So, yeah.
I mean, you
And
know, Captain America is I know I don't have to say that to you,
no,
but
no,
you
I
know.
mean, I mean, out of the Spider-Man films,
Oh right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you, you know, there is only two trilogies, but hey,
Ooh,
there's only two.
only two. Damn,
Diet.
damn.
No, not damn. Diet. It's the Yorkshire accent coming out there. That's a die it, but you just kind of like blend it together and diet. But anyway,
Fuck
Kyle,
off.
let's what did you say to me? Let's move on to our next topic.